Just finished week 59 of the trading challenge, trading from $100 to $1,000,000. We're currently at 42.5k, which is a 32.5k decrease from last week when we were at 75k. So yeah, not a very good start to the month already, but we'll go through pretty much everything real quick. So the trading was very bad this week. I mean, well, it wasn't that bad. It was just nothing really happened. So break even overall, lost 200 bucks, made 200 bucks. That's all. I'm not going to get into these trades because they're all small and there's not really much to talk about. But the big thing was the portfolio. So it's the same thing for Ethereum. We're just holding MOG, and that's all in a IMF position. So we have a 20k of borrowed money, and then we have a 60k position, and overall like 40k it's worth after you minus the debt. And then on Pulse Chain, I've got 1.4k. There's actually some interesting things happening on Pulse, hopefully soon. So we have Richard Hart, the man himself. He made a tweet like 27 hours ago or some shit, basically saying that he's launching a new project within 24 hours. The details will be available. He's not been on time, and maybe he's delayed another 24 hours with this tweet, but I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully in the next day he'll release the info on that, and ideally for us it'll be a new coin, because if you remember at the start of the year in February he made like 20 meme coins or some shit, and they went pretty hard. This was the main one most, and it went to 250 mil. We printed really hard on these, and it was like the best time on Pulse Chain, insane runs, insane pumps, and hopefully he makes another coin. And if he makes one coin, it'll probably go at least 100 million, right? Because it's going to have all the attention. I mean, it won't be ideal for the chain because everything's going to rogue and go into that coin, but we could make a lot of money on it. So yeah, if he does make a new coin for this project, then that would be a good thing. So everyone's locked in trying to find this new coin, but for now we're just waiting. Yeah, let's go through MOG real quick and we'll have a look. So last week we obviously at this high on the Nasdaq news. So MOG was on that thing, the closing ceremony, and then MOG got this huge pump. That has got fully wiped out because the market rogued and dragged MOG down with it, and it made a new low. Well, not a new low, but it went below that whole structure zone, right? So you can see Ethereum here dumped. It's down 11% this week, and it dumped very hard. Let's have a look at this. So it dumped 22% in 1 week. So yeah, very big dip, but I think we've been sufficiently wrecked now, and hopefully we can start reversing. We've swept this low over here and pretty much every fucking low that you could sweep. Hopefully we don't go down to this one. But yeah, this should be roughly where we want to bounce from. And we're already seeing a lot of these altcoins are gaining a lot of strength today. I haven't seen Litecoin and all these dinosaur coins pumping this hard in quite a long time. So ideally this would be a start of a move. But it's anyone's guess at the end of the day. Bitcoin, we're on that 50 SMA right now, or EMA, or whatever the fuck. And this is a line which a lot of people are looking at right now, because every cycle, basically, every time it's closed below on a weekly time frame has been the exact top. Well, not the exact top, but it's been the end of a cycle, a confirmation. And right now we're on it. You can see this whole cycle we've just been kind of grinding up this thing rather than going parabolic. But this point here and this point here, we both wicked below it and then got back up, and that was the start of your next move. And you can see it's doing something pretty similar right now, where hopefully we wick below like we did, and now we can pump back up. But ideally we just want to see this close above 103,000 this week. Dominance, we kind of did a decent move up, right? So we obviously normally you fill a wick when you wick down or up, and we got halfway up the wick. Is that enough? I don't know. We'll see. But for now it's looking decent. We're going down. We got Gravestone Doji on the weekly. Hopefully it closes like that. And then we also have a Gravestone Doji on the monthly, which did close. So ideally we can see this moving down over the coming months, and that would be like, obviously good environment for your altcoins to go. Yeah, let's go take a look at like Pepe and some other coins in the market just to show kind of where everything's at. So Pepe is obviously the king of memes this cycle. We want to see Pepe do well because that's good for all meme coins. And in my opinion, I mean, that's probably your bottom, right? You had this big crash on 1010. Every like chart has filled the wick now, and now we're ready to reverse. So hopefully we can get a move. Ignore my line to the fucking moon. That's yeah, but a move up over the coming months to like normally it fucks around a little bit like this, grinds up, and then we can get a move up like that and make a big W. And hopefully we can get up to that all-time high maybe around the end of the year. But I don't know. It's legit anyone's guess at this point. I think the bottom is in, and we can also look at the fear and greed index, which this cycle is called pretty much every top and bottom, right? And it's legit right there, like almost at extreme fear. And I think it tapped in there just a little bit over there. You can see it's slightly red. Yeah, but this is legit called every top. If you sold in the greed and just bought in the fear, you would have printed very, very well this cycle. And right now it's obviously at a very good buy. Maybe we have a few more days of red ahead of us, but overall a very good entry across the board. So yeah, I'm pretty bullish overall, to be honest. Like, I mean, I've been bullish. I'm more like a perma bull, but I think we're actually in a good position right now. The stock market, is looking pretty shit. It has kind of made a bit of a top, but it does this, it does these little 3% dips every now and then. I don't want to see this top out. We do want to see it continue to grind up, but this is just what the stock market does, and hopefully it'll get back up pretty soon. But yeah, I'm expecting Bitcoin to hold this line, and hopefully we can start to move up over the coming. Like, I'm pretty bullish on late November, basically. I think we fuck around for another week, and the last week or two of November will probably be pretty bullish. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say. We're at 42.5K. We didn't really make any money on trades, and Mod got rugged like 50%, along with every other coin in the market. But Mod dumped extra hard because it had a big pump before. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you all next week. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that, and I'll see you soon.